Hello, you're watching ERi-TV and welcome to English News Broadcast. These are the top stories. Seminar organized in Germany on the objective situation in the homeland. A call was made for strengthening participation in development programs in Shib subzone. M23 rebels capture a key border town in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. And at least 50 killed in Burkina Faso rebel attack. The local news. The General Council of Eritrea in Germany organized a seminar to nationals in Frankfurt focusing on the objective situation in the homeland, stating that in the past years of independence, the people and government of Eritrea have emerged victorious, foiling overt and covert hostilities and have advanced to a new stage. Mr. Kibrab, the General Council of Eritrea, called on the citizens to strengthen organizational capacity and participation in the national affairs. Mr. Kibrab also gave extensive briefing on the effort being exerted to provide timely consular service, develop the contribution of nationals in the national development drives, ensuring the rights and interests of nationals abroad, as well as strengthening national unity, commending the participation of nationals in general and that of the youth in particular in the 31st anniversary of Independence Day celebration. Mr. Kahsai told the head of Public and Community Affairs called for strengthened participation for better outcome. The participants expressed conviction to strengthen capacity and contribution of the national affairs. Similar seminar was also organized in Kassel, Germany, in which a number of nationals took part. At a meeting conducted on June 12 in Shib subzone, a call was made on area administrators and village coordinators to play due role in the implementation of the charted out development programs. At the meeting in which area administrators, managing directors, as well as village coordinators took part, extensive discussion focusing on the progress of the implementation of development drive in general and that of potable water supply in particular, as well as the challenges encountered. And speaking at the event, Mr. Abubakar Ibrahim, administrator of the subzone, pointed out that without the participation of the public, the full implementation of development programs will be difficult, and called on the area administrators and village coordinators to play due part. The heads of Ministries of Health and Education branch in the subzone, as well as the commander of the police force in the North region, congratulated the newly elected area administrators and managing directors, as well as village coordinators, and expressed readiness of their institutions to stand alongside them in all their endeavors. The participants conducted extensive discussion on the reports presented and adopted various recommendations. We have an announcement from the Minister of Health. 2 patients have been diagnosed positive for COVID-19 in tests carried out today at testing station in the Central region. On the other hand, 1 patient who has been receiving medical treatment in hospital in the Central region has fully recovered and has been discharged from the facility. The total number of recovered patients has accordingly increased to 9,664, while the number of deaths stands at 103. The total number of confirmed cases in the country to date has increased to 9,773. Minister of Health, Asmara, June 14, 2022. Now back with international news after a short break. Welcome back. M23 rebels capture a key border town in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, marking a dramatic escalation in tensions between the Central African neighbors. Kinshasa's military vowed that its forces would defend their homeland hours after the Congolese town of Bangana fell into the hands of the M23. Bangana is located 60 kilometers northeast of Goma, a city of nearly 2 million that also serves as a hub for international aid organizations and the United Nations peacekeeping mission, which is known by its French acronym MONUSCO. There are also no immediate reaction from the government of Rwanda, but Kigali has strongly denied accusations over the years that it supports the M23 rebel fighting in DRC. At least 50 people have died in an attack by armed men on a village in northern Burkina Faso. This is according to a government spokesman. The attackers struck overnight between Saturday and Sunday in Santenaga commune, part of Sino province, which lies in borderlands where fighters linked to Al-Qaeda and ISIS are employed in an armed uprising. There were differing accounts of the death toll. Security official yesterday that at least 100 people had died, while a local source who did not wish to be named said some 165 people had been killed. The United Nations condemned the attack, which it said had claimed many victims, and called on authorities to bring the perpetrators to justice. Santiago was the site of bloody fighting last week between rebels and government forces. Israel has urged its citizens to avoid Turkey's largest city, Istanbul, or return home as soon as possible if they're already there due to what is said was a threat of Iranian attempts to kill or abduct vacationing Israelis. Issuing the warning, the Israeli government sharpened a May 30 advisory against its citizens traveling to Turkey. In a televised statement, Israel's Foreign Minister Yair Lapid called on Israelis not to fly to Istanbul and for those already in Istanbul to return to Israel as soon as possible. Lapid said a huge effort by Israeli security forces has saved Israeli lives in recent weeks and thanked the Turkish government for its contribution without giving further details. Reminder of the top stories. Seminar organized in Germany on the objective situation in the homeland. Call was made for strengthening participation in development programs in Ship subzone. M23 rebels capture a key border town in Democratic Republic of the Congo. And at least 50 people killed in Burkina Faso rebel attack. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.